Heyo. Hey, everyone out there. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful Thursday night. Jimmy Nugent, how are you?
I am happy to be here. I'm feeling good. It's been, a long Thursday. I'm feeling a little sore. I worked out today.
Nice. Still doing the CrossFit?
Yes. For everyone out there, I do CrossFit. Okay. It's a pretty big deal.
It's a family out there. Okay, so my cat, if my cat comes into the screen, he's being a complete nuisance, and I will deal with him late. You'll see his head pop up. He's hairless. His name is Dobby. He's just completely out of line, out of pocket, as they say. And so I'm dealing with that tonight. But other than that, I am good to go, and I am ready to get this show on the road, Jimmy.
Dobby's a sweet little boy.
He is. He suffers from epilepsy. So that is a fight that we are fighting together.
His favorite meal is chicken tender sub.
He loves a good chicken tender sub and cheese. So he's a good boy. And he's supposed to live a full life with this epilepsy. So just once in a while he seizes up, scares the living daylights out of me, and then we move on with our day. But other than that, nothing much, nothing new going on. I mean, Jimmy, you want to just get right into a little swig of a beer?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Beer of the week.
And for those that are listening and not watching live, that we just did a cool little beer of the week logo. Oh boy. I mean, okay.
We love our mother. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom. But you know what? Humble beginnings. This is where shows start.
Hi, boys, for the podcast.
For the podcast, we see a hi, boys comment popping up on the screen from Mother Nugent. Hello, Mom. Go to bed. Just kidding, of course. All right, Jimmy. We both have different beers today. What beer do you got?
I have a Sweetwater IPA, not your 420 IPA that you might see if you're in like the Florida area, just the normal IPA. And what about you?
I have Park Hopper Golden Pilsner from Ivanhoe Park Brewery, a local brewery right down the road from me that I frequent often.
Fantastic brewery.
Yes. Cheers. Let's cheers it up. I got to open this can.
I feel weird us having different beers. We got to do better. It's hard.
And we will do better. But I have so much beer in the fridge, and I can't afford another 6-pack. I simply cannot. Okay.
I already took a sip. Sorry.
Okay. I'll go with mine.
Mine was good.
Yeah, smooth, crisp, Pilsner, right?
I mean, that's Pilsner. Yeah, I mean, Pilsner.
You get what you pay for, kid, right?
Can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong. So how are we feeling with yours? Sweetwater Brewery, we went there. We visited there a few weeks ago.
Yes, beautiful brewery.
Beautiful.
They make it a little swamp theme. So we'll make it how many? I don't know. Alligators. It's a bass on this. We'll say bass.
Dude. It's your review.
I'll give it a 3.8 out of 5. Bass is bass singular.
Okay. But I think bass can also be plural. Bass eye.
Yeah. How about you?
Bass plural. So mine is the Park Hopper. I think parks. I think trees. I think squirrels in the trees. I think acorns.
Wow.
I'm going to give mine 174 acorns out of 220.
Okay.
Acorns per se. It's a good beer. I mean, this thing.
It's a good ratio.
This is definitely a beer you're drinking with food.
Okay. Mine is.
He's eating plants now. I mean, it's ridiculous. The cat, like, he keeps me up at night.
Do you have a poisonous plant in there for cats?
Yeah, I don't think that one's it, but we'll see.
Find out.
Time will tell.
All right. So that was a good beer. Cheers.
Cheers it up. Yep.
Can you? Are you on the same side as me?
Click. There we go. Okay, and now that we're all loosey-goosey, feeling good about ourselves, feeling good about our lives, Jimmy, you've got the next segment. It's all you this week.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. What burns my biscuit?
I feel like that little intro went on a little longer than usual, but
yeah, well, I was panicking because the banner was still up from Beer of the Week. I didn't know it did that.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm working 2 jobs here.
Again, for those listening, all it was a little biscuit that was up in flames, and so that's that sound you were hearing.
Yes.
Just great animation. I want to be equal. Even though we have literally millions of viewers watching live, we do still have some podcast listeners. That they're still out there.
Yeah. They're the faithful, the few that are still driving to work. All right. It's my turn.
It's you, man.
All right.
You got the floor.
I'm going to share my screen. What burns my biscuit is when you land on a plane and everyone decides to stand up right when the bell dings, and it kills me. This picture here is showing exactly what I'm talking about. You've got people standing up, already grabbing their bags 30 rows back when no one even in first class has been taken out.
Yeah.
And it's just like clockwork. Like, it's coming. Right when the ding comes, boom, they're up and they're ready to go.
Head right through the ceiling.
Yeah, exactly. And you have people's, lower parts right in your face. You're sitting down. Yeah. You're just waiting to deboard. Where is it? Deplane.
Yes. Disembark.
Disembark. That's a proper word.
Or maybe that's boats.
Yeah. Well, I'll allow it.
Thank you.
But I don't know. Mackenzie actually didn't understand. I was trying to explain to her the idea of how it bothers me. She's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And I said, I think, Mackenzie, then that means you're part of the problem.
That's exactly what that means.
And I've only been on a plane with her 2 or 3 times, so I haven't really been able to tell. Maybe she's holding back because I'm sitting down. But you're not getting off the plane any faster than I am.
I mean, look at Lady here in the gray, hand on the chin, wondering what's taking so long for the people up front. Maybe she is going to miss her flight. So, I mean, because you also have the people that not only are they standing up right away, but then they're filing through the aisle.
Yeah. Oh, the people behind you, and you start seeing
behind you back up. It's like, I'm not sitting here because I'm enjoying the seat. No, I want to get up as much as the next guy, but there's a process here. There's a process. And also, Jimmy, what I would want to say about that, though, is sometimes I do want to get up just so I can stretch it out and take a peek at the kid that has been rows behind me that hasn't shut up the whole plane. I want to take a peek at him, look him in the eye, look mom in the eye, and say, you guys got to figure this out, because I can't have none of that.
That's okay, but you're just standing up in your seat. You're not coming into the aisle unless you're really
hunched. I'm kind of hunched. I'm just stretching.
And if it was a pretty booked flight and you had to put your bag pretty far back in the back carry-ons, how are you getting back to that with everyone standing up? If everyone stayed in their seat, you'd be able to then walk back, grab it. But everyone's panicking like this plane's about to just blow up if they don't get off in a minute.
I mean, it's the reason I don't take carry-ons, because I'm terrified of that process of when it's finally time for me. I mean, people are just barreling through. And I mean, really, that's a good one. Definitely gets on me too.
Our buddy Jared Gallagher, who gave Joe and I our first broadcasting job back in high school. He had tweeted
high school
this
softball gig.
Yeah, he had tweeted this right when I was about to talk on it a couple episodes back. So I decided now to, I'm like, it's too fresh. Jared just tweeted about it, even though I don't think anyone would honestly care. But he puts it well. You're 45 rows from the front of the plane, but sure, go ahead and stand up as soon as we park. I'll never get it. And they'll do it. They'll still clap when we land, and they'll still stand up when the bell dings. And that will just live on forever.
Yep, very frustrating, but you know what? At the same time, maybe those people have like we always say, you never know. Maybe they have emergencies and that they're getting up because they're about to die.
Every single person in the plane, 75% of the plane has an emergency.
You just never know. It's the rule I live by. But yeah, I'm good. I'm definitely good with that. Definitely burns my biscuits too, James. I'll drink to that.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers. Sometimes after these I feel good, but now I feel more angry after talking because I haven't really been able to talk about it in a while.
Yeah. This is why we have this. It's a safe spot for everyone. Okay. Well, we got to burns my biscuits. Let's move forward to what our next segment is. What's happening in the world?
There it is. There's the banner.
Happens to what in the world? All right, let's get to it.
I'll pull it up. You want to start talking about it?
Oh yeah. So I don't know if you all know me or know this about me, but I am a big scary movie fan. Okay? I like horror. I like to be spooked. And so Halloween Horror Nights, sadly, last year was canceled because of COVID-19. Ever heard of it?
Yes.
Okay, I was just making sure. I mean, I just want to make sure everyone, Dobby, you have to get off of the keyboard. I mean, he's on the keyboard. It's going to shut me out of this thing. I'm going to deal with you after this show, my son. Okay? Anyways, I don't really want to get into the specifics of how I punish my son, Dobby Jones, the cat. But let's just say it involves a piece of toast. I can't believe it's not butter. And a jackknife.
Wow.
Do with that what you will.
I will.
Anyways, this year, Halloween Horror Nights is back. They just announced it this week, and they announced, Jimmy, what one of the houses is going to be. Just one. They gave us a little sweet pick of it. Do you know what that house is?
Yes, I do.
You do.
If you can tell. I'm reeling. I don't think I pulled up the picture. I had a picture.
No picture. That's kind of production we're dealing with here. Okay. Oh, well. The house, folks, is Beetlejuice. Say it 3 times with me. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
No, don't say it with
him. Say it, everybody.
That's the one rule.
I want to tell you that this movie absolutely terrified me as a child. And then I remember even when I was older, Jimmy, what was the first year we went to Halloween Horror Nights Orlando?
I got the picture.
There we go. We got the picture. A picture of Beetlejuice is on the screen.
I was in 6th grade, which was a massive mistake, but I begged mom and dad to allow me to go. And that could not have been a bigger mistake. I barely slept that night. I labored through the Friday the 13th house. I thought I was going to die. I think I did one more like weird possessed Santa house that really scarred me. And I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. I wrote a creative writing story about that house in 7th grade creative writing class. I wrote about a story about a bunch of convicts murdering a family on Christmas.
Did the teacher contact?
She had a word with me. She did have a word with me about and just made sure everything was okay. But yeah, so 7th, I would have been in 7th grade. And I remember even after that Halloween Horror Nights, I was terrified. And then I went home and Beetlejuice was on. I still couldn't watch it. 7th grade. I mean, I'll admit it. 7th grade.
It's a comedy. It's not even scary.
It's dark, dude. It's twisted. It's not. You think it's a comedy, but then you watch it again. You're like, no, this movie's messed up, dude. This movie's twisted. It's messing with my mind. Yeah, watch it again. I'm telling you, you're not going to feel good after it. That's why they're doing a house on it.
It's probably gonna be a funny house though.
It's not. Why would it be a funny house? I'm telling you, the movie is not a comedy. they say it's a comedy so they can slap it on Nickelodeon, but really they had deeper intentions.
I don't think they put it on Nickelodeon
or on Disney Channel. I promise you it was. It was like on late at night on Nickelodeon or late at night on Disney Channel. Someone can fact check me on that. I promise you it was on one of those channels late at night.
I hope someone fact checks you on that.
Please do.
I mean, that's true. I mean, guess Nick at Night sometimes got a little freaky.
Yeah, exactly.
It was maybe 2 a.m. and the classic, you got George Lopez jumping across your screen.
And then right after George Lopez, right after the do 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 do, boom, Beetlejuice, right in your face. So, Jimmy, I ask you because I think that they're going to be doing the theme. They talked about bringing your favorite horror stories to life. I think that's what the theme's going to be. So I ask you, what would you like to see them bring to life? What house would you want?
I want to see them bring back the house that didn't make it last year. That was supposed to be in last year was Haunting of Hill House.
Wonderful show. Nice. That'd be a good one.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to walking through the houses, seeing the high school couples newly talking with each other, holding each other from behind, walking through the house. There's nothing.
Oh, the classic penguin walk, grabbing them from behind and waddling your way through the house makes me sick.
You should show everyone a demonstration. We're visual now.
All right. So if you're watching, I mean, I guess if you're watching this, you see me doing it. But if you're listening, I'm about to do. I'm talking like here's. So someone would be here. So I'm the guy behind, and we're like.
And just waddling together. Yeah, that's about it.
And the guy's trying to be all like he's trying to scare the scare guy actors, and he thinks he's being funny, but then one guy really gets him, and you can it's beautiful.
The classic guys trying to scare the scare actors back, show how tough he is, or just stare like someone scared, they stare at him like you didn't scare me.
Yeah,
just enjoy yourself, buddy.
Lame. What house would I like to see? You ask me.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. No worries. All right. Moving on.
No, I do want to see what else. No, you said. I mean, I thought yours was Beetlejuice.
No, I don't want to see Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice terrifies me.
We'll send him an email.
I guess that's the point. I'd also want to see an It house. It the clown. I think. I don't
actually personally. I don't. That's probably one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. I don't know if I could handle that.
Yeah.
All right.
Just one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. So,
they're not even They're not even close to the same level.
But again, Jimmy, I think that is what makes it so scary. It's like the scene in Moana with the crab. What I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know the scene. Where the like crab is all like the treasure. Fantastic.
Exactly. You watch that scene and you're like, oh, like this crab's supposed to be funny. You watch that scene again and again and again.
How many times have you watched the movie?
And you realize, whoa, this is a dark scene. And honestly, kids should not be seeing it. He's torturing Maui and he's taunting him. And it's just, right now, even my stomach's gurgling. Could be the beer, could be the giant, the rice bowl I had before this show from Too Much Sauce, Orlando, Florida. Great establishment. I highly suggest if you're in the area to check them out. Could be that. But that's what I'm talking about. It's the stuff that isn't scary up front that really gets you in the end.
I think you missed the point of Moana.
Or maybe I'm the only one that actually saw Moana for who she was. A total fraud.
I couldn't even hold that one in.
Okay.
All right. That would kind of turn a little burns my biscuit.
Yeah, I often do that.
Yeah, that's fine. So now we actually have a new segment.
Yes. It'll be our last segment of the night, too. Look at that. We're already coming up on the half hour, huh?
Yeah.
Hopefully, right?
So National Day of.
Yep.
So every day, we actually talked about this in our old podcast. Every day is a different national day, and some of it is just ridiculous. But Joe actually follows it pretty religiously and will participate many times, even if it's something he really doesn't want to do. Like, it could be National Asparagus Day. He might hate asparagus, but you better believe asparagus is coming in his meal that day. It's very odd.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's true, but it's part of my life. And sorry, I was trying to Google and bring up what the national days were today, but it seemed to be slowing up my streaming. So I'm going to have a word with our producers on that. But yeah, so for example, yeah, Jimmy, can we
no, they're coming. They're on it.
It's just, I mean, the amount of money that we pay these freaking people. Okay. So basically, like, what, Wednesday, I think it was. No, yes, it was Wednesday. Maybe it was Monday. Could have been Monday. Wow. Monday was it was actually International Women's Day. And so I listened to a podcast. It was the Stuff You Should Know podcast. And I listened to one about Chicago. Now, you don't laugh. You might know her, and many people do know her as Sacagawea. But Jimmy, did you know that her name is actually pronounced Chicago? And so I
had no idea what you were talking about. So now
Right.
now I understand.
And so I have yet to know how to bring that up in a conversation without people laughing when I mention Chicago, because they're like, "What?" But it's the proper way to pronounce Sacagawea. So anyway, she's just an incredible woman. I mean, my goodness, like. So celebrating these, I mean, International Women's Day, like, you should celebrate. So that's not a great example, but you learn a lot through these days.
What's today? You're stalling.
Well, yeah, I'm going to bring it up, but because it was making my computer slow down, but whatever. I mean, it's not a good website I use. It's a very sketchy website.
A lot of viruses.
But so today is, wow, there's a bunch today. It's 7 today. Are you ready?
Wow. Yeah.
National Johnny Appleseed Day.
I don't know.
I don't know. National Oatmeal Nut Waffles Day. So I'm a little late. Like, I could have made oatmeal nut waffles, I guess.
Dessert.
I guess I still could.
How do you make an oatmeal nut? You make the waffle with oatmeal? Kind of sounds awful.
Yeah. I'm not sure really what's going on there. Here's a good one. National Promposal Day.
Okay.
Remember prom?
See, I'm going to sit here and try and make fun of it, but I went pretty hard in promposals back in the day, so I'm taking a back seat on this one.
Smart man.
Yeah.
I didn't go to my first prom until I wasn't even in high school, so joke's on me. I thought I was being Mr. Tough Guy, skipping prom as a junior and senior, and then I dated someone that was still in high school, and that someone happens to now be my wife. So joke's on you guys.
Those proms were awful because I went with you, and I was also out of high school at that point. And, you can get by when it's your friends there. You're still hot and sweaty in a tux, and it's a long day, but you're with your friends, you dance with your friends. But good Lord, when you're out of high school and none of these are your friends and you have to sit through that, I mean,
brutal.
It's Olivia's just calling me out. Yeah, I was. Okay. I was a backup singer and dancer for one of my friends' promposals, and that one was all out as well. And the singing wasn't the best. I was one of the best of the quartet. I must say so myself. But I've not only participated in big promposals, but I've also been one of them. Okay.
That is brutal, Jimmy. Okay, we'll move on from that. National Worship of Tools Day. And no, Jimmy, we're not talking about worshiping you. Hey-o. No, but I'm pretty
sure. Looking to see if I have any tools.
Worshiping hammers and stuff. So get a toolbox. I don't know. That one's pretty easy to celebrate.
Oh, I mean,
this one's dark.
would you call a stapler a tool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
An office tool. Nice. There you go. Worshipped it.
Thank you, stapler.
Yeah.
No.
This one's dark. National Funeral Director and Mortician Recognition Day. They do the dirty work, I guess. So.
Yeah.
They
give them a day.
Recognized. Yeah.
Honestly, they didn't deserve a day that also was with oatmeal waffle day. They needed their own day.
They needed an international day.
I'd give them a month. I can't think of a worse job outside of just like, I don't know. I would rather do a lot of jobs other than make bodies ready for funerals.
Yeah. Yep, that's a tough one. And then World Kidney Day. So you could donate a kidney to celebrate.
Yeah.
And then National 311 Day. What is 311? Dial
is it like 911 in a different country?
Could 311. I can if you click. The great thing about this website
is March 11th. It's March 11th.
Well, I still don't understand what that means.
On March 11th, 2000, 311 began celebrating an unofficial holiday of their own creation, which they call 311 Day.
See, you need to go on my website. My website offers a very specific, detailed explanation of the day. And National 311 Day offers an annual reminder that 311 is a resource for communities around the country to connect with their city and non-emergency services. So it's a non-emergency service to call in many cities across the country for residents to report issues, find out about city services, and ask questions.
Wow.
I dare you, Jimmy, to call 311 right now. Speaker.
No, I mean isn't that illegal? I was literally about to do. I was listening to you.
It's just for like service questions, community questions. It's a non-emergency number.
All right, I'm doing it. You sure it's not? It's non-emergency.
Non-emergency is what my website said. Speaker.
Thank you for contacting the City of Atlanta's 311 Customer Service Center. If this is a life-threatening emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
No.
Our center is now closed. Our normal operating hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. For up-to-date status of your service request, please call back during normal business.
Awful service.
You celebrated, though. That's what it's all about.
12-hour workday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
That's why we're celebrating them.
Yeah.
Good on you, Jimmy. Don't you get that rush? And so I want everyone to start celebrating national days. Any day, I promise you, I'm celebrating. I'm looking each morning at what day it is. So ping me, say, hey, Joe, big fan of the show. I'm celebrating today. And I'll say, me too.
Kevin O'Hara says, I'm calling 311 and asking why you can't get Mexican wrestling on Hulu.
That's tough.
That could be an emergency. That I maybe would call 911 for that.
Yeah. If anything, ESPN The Ocho. Get it on there.
Bring that back, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty. That's our show. So again, we Jimmy, you can close it out, but I'm just going to say that we do this every week, every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Come along, have a beer with us. This is mainly the people that are listening right now. Enjoy the live show, but if not, thank you for listening. Jimmy, you can go ahead and tell them everywhere that they can follow us, everywhere they can engage.
You can follow us on Instagram @HappensToWhat. You can subscribe to the podcast, which is just the audio of this stream on anywhere you get your podcasts. We're also on YouTube. We got a couple videos out there. We want to get a couple more, but it's a little hard that we're distant from each other. We'll get on that. But yeah, subscribe and listen. And I hope everyone has a good day. Go celebrate. Go have a oatmeal waffle and go thank your local mortician.